What's up, guys? My name is Granata. I am a rapper from Tampa, Florida, and that's me.
What's going on, Granada?
How are you?
Pretty good, man. All right, so how do you describe Granada as an artist?
Granada, he's just an artist in the sense that he's expressing himself, and his medium happens to be rap. All he's doing is he's just expressing who he is, and he really takes a liking to his writing. He really very passionate about his pen, and he's very, very, very jazzy.
All right. Last year, you dropped Alex in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
It made a pretty good impact, and a lot of people really did enjoy it. What inspired Alex in Wonderland?
Alex In Wonderland was inspired by that was when I really started, I like people, but I really started to just become one with myself and keep myself entertained. And when you're doing that, you gotta make music, you gotta paint, you gotta do something, because that's what it was. I created I just pictured myself working and writing all the time, and just living in my own fantasy, in my own world, with no people to infect it. It was my world. It was pure.
What inspirations did you have in the making of Alex in Wonderland?
I feel like that's when I really started to find myself as an artist. Right before I made that, or actually I made one song and I showed it to my buddy, and I was like, yo, I made this weird song the other day, and I showed it to him, and he was like, dude, this is great. This is what it's about. And it was actually Blue. That was the first one that I made, and it was that's 2 years old. That was an old song. So I basically realized maybe that's the direction I should take this tape, and then the name popped in my head perfectly. That shit just happens. When something happens like that, where it just comes to you.
Yeah.
That's when you should have done it. Maybe it wasn't a success, but you should have done it, and I did, and I'm glad I made that tape. I personally think the tape could be a lot better now. I think I've grown massive amounts since then, but that was something that I need to go through as an artist making that album, and I loved making it. So.
What artists influenced Granada's sound?
I don't really listen to much rap. I do. So I listen to old Eminem is one of my favorites, and Big L. But other than that, I've been listening to a lot of weird music. I've been listening to a lot of folk. I love Devondre Bonhart, Little Dragon, anything weird. If it's something boring, I don't want to hear it. It's got to really spark my interest. But if it does, I just fall in love with it. And I'm working on a new album, and I've been listening to a lot of Tom Waits while I'm making it. So.
Awesome. As a rapper currently in the Tampa Bay community, how would you describe the scene right now?
There's a bunch of artists doing it, music in Tampa, but to be honest, if you want to make anything out of this, I feel being in Tampa just hinders you, because maybe that'd be a different case, but my music doesn't really mesh with this crowd. Maybe my music doesn't mesh anywhere, but it's just not for me. I'll say that. Okay.
Awesome. What does 2015 hold for Granada?
I have no idea. Playing with my kitty.
Awesome. All right, where can we find you?
Alright, you can find me on Twitter, SoundCloud, and both of those are It's Granada. Same with my Instagram. And then I have music videos on YouTube, which I pretty much hate all of them. Like, pretty much hate them. Don't want to watch them. Hate them. Dislike them. Might even go tonight and dislike my own video.